What's up, everybody? We're here with another new game. If you don't know what this is, like I said, it looks awfully old, but it's kind of old. It's Impossible Creatures. It's an absolute ludicrous game. More or less, I don't know what the campaign is. I messed around a little bit in the creature creator, but you can mix like all kinds of creatures. Like I can make a wasp and a fucking crocodile.
Welcome to the tutorial for Impossible
the-
Creatures, a game which takes solid RTS gameplay set in an imaginative and vibrant world and allows you to design your own units so that you can play the game on your terms using your strategies. When you're ready, click on the Continue button in order to proceed. On the bottom part of your screen is the taskbar.
Okay.
It displays information about the units that you have selected, as well as the island that you're battling on. In the center of the taskbar is the minimap. The minimap provides you with a high-level view of the island that you are on. As you progress through the game, you will be asked to do a variety of objectives. When given a new objective, press the flashing button on the right-hand side of your taskbar now to bring...
Learn how to play Impossible Creatures. Incomplete. It
Now
is
let's
incomplete. I
get
have not
started.
learned. Let's learn together, everybody. Like I said, I have no freaking clue what the campaign is, but
Now
just
I will teach you how to control the
a little bit
camera.
of mess around in like the army builder.
We'll begin by panning the camera. To pan the camera in any direction, move the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen in the direction that you wish to pan. Try panning the camera now. Well done. You can keep on panning the camera now until you feel comfortable with it. You can also zoom in and out by rolling your mouse wheel forwards and backwards, or by pressing the zoom in and zoom out keys on your keyboard. Zoom the camera now. Excellent. Continue zooming in and out. You can also rotate your view. To rotate the camera, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and move the mouse left or right. Rotate the camera now. Good job.
Comfortable.
Keep on. To quickly return to the default view at any time, press the default camera view key on your keyboard. Press the default camera view key now in order to return to default view.
Button that is. Default camera key. Backspace?
And that's all
Apparently
there is
it's
to
backspace.
camera control.
Fantastic. That was a straight up good guess.
I will now teach you how to select and control your units.
Yeah, cool, because I've never
To
ever
issue
played
an
RTS
order to a
before.
unit under your control, first you need to select. Now you can order him to move by right-clicking on the ground.
Yep.
Move the henchman out to the exit of the jungle. Excellent.
The henchman.
You can also click on the ground that is darkened out in order to move units a long way. Continue to move the henchman back to the village. You will notice a blip on your minimap. This shows you where the village is located.
Oh, it's right there.
All right.
Hustle up, son.
You're the boss.
Yeah, can you run? Is that possible? Guess not. I guess we're taking our sweet
To
freaking
select
time.
multiple units at a time, you can drag select them. To
I
drag
just did
select
that.
units, press and hold. Select both of the henchmen at the village now by... Well done.
Hello.
Moving right along. It's like I know a few things. It's not like I haven't ever played Age of freaking Empires or something.
Now I will teach you about resource gathering. In Impossible Creatures, everything that you build costs a certain amount of resources. The types of
Locomotive.
resources available are coal and electricity. The amount of coal and electricity you currently have is displayed in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Coal is displayed in blue, and to begin collecting resources, you select the lab now. You will now see a Create Henchman button on the lower right-hand side of the taskbar. Go ahead and build 2 henchmen now by clicking on the Create
Let me
Henchman
get 2
button
henchmen
twice.
real quick. Double henchman. Hey, finally. Shit.
Ready, boss.
Over here.
Okay.
Now that you have some henchmen, you can begin to... This is coal.
Yep.
You collect 100 coal now by selecting the henchman,
Oh my God.
then right-clicking on the coal pile.
Boss.
Go get it.
All right.
Wow, so there's no fast forward button with this. Nope. How's everybody doing? Still awake? Still with me, I promise. I promise once I figure out how to play this, it'll actually get interesting, and I'll just be making all kinds of ridiculous ass creatures. That's my goal.
The other type of resource is electricity. Electricity is gathered by building lightning rods and electrical generators.
Okay.
To begin building a lightning rod, first select a henchman. Now click on the build button that's flashing. You will now see a list of structures that you click on the lightning rod button. You now place the structure by Go ahead and place the lightning rod shadow somewhere on the terrain by left. The more henchmen you have building a structure, the faster it will build. If you want to build things faster, select another henchman, and then right-click on the lightning rod that is currently...
Lady, I know what I'm doing. For the most part. Good. God, I need to fast forward. That's just a stop. That's not going to help nothing.
Now that you've built a lightning rod, you'll automatically collect more. Okay. The other way of collecting electricity is by building This is a geyser. You build an electrical generator. Select a henchman.
Okay. Both.
Now click on the build button. Now click on the Now place the electrical generator in the world.
Right.
The only place that you can build electrical generators is on top of geysers.
That's horrible construction though, because that's just gonna blow. There we go. They fixed it. My guys know what they're doing around here. In their first day as a henchman. I'd like for them to work faster though. Can I buy better henchmen?
That's all there is to know about collecting resources. Remember, the faster...
Oh, now let me build something.
Structures allow you to do many things, such as build creatures and research technology.
That's what I want to do.
I will now teach you how to build structures and access some of their more advanced features. Structures are built in the same way that you build a lightning. Select a henchman. Now click on the build button. Now click on the creature chamber button. Now place the structure in the world by... The creature chamber is the structure that allows you to build creatures that you have created a genetic blueprint for in the army builder.
Yep. That's what you do. You are correct. Good lord. Come on. Oh god, we got more henchmen. Y'all get on
Ready,
this.
boss. Okay.
Get on it. The shit done. What do I pay you guys for?
Now let's do some research. To research, select the structure that you wish to research from, which in this case is the lab.
Oh.
You can see in the right-hand side of the taskbar, the 4 buttons displayed indicate higher Research Level 2 creatures. Many research options have prerequisites. In order to see what you need to build before you can begin researching an item that is unavailable, hold your mouse cursor over the button for a second or two. Help text will be displayed which will inform you of what needs to be built in order to gain access to the research item.
Okay, so boom. I gotta wait till that one gets done first, I suppose.
Hello.
Now let's combine some creatures.
I was gonna tell her to go. I'm gonna tell these dudes to go get some damn coal. Finally, the good part. Y'all can just skip ahead if you haven't already.
In the single-player game, you'll be able to create genetic blueprints by To enter the Army Builder, click on the Army Management button located in the top right-hand side. Click on it now and follow the instructions. Creating genetic blueprints and then using them for battle is what Impossible Creatures is all about. The Army Builder. This is the Army Builder. The Army Builder shows you all of the genetic blueprints that you currently have in your army. In order to create a genetic blueprint and add it to your army, you must first combine 2 stock animals together. Click on an empty slot in your army list, and then click on the Combiner button that is flashing now. This is the Creature Combiner. Here is a list of all the stock animal types that you have available to you. In the single-player game, you will have to collect the genetic samples from animals yourself. In multiplayer, you will have access to all of the... There are dozens of different animals if you wish to find out more details.
Right now I can do a
baboon. Great. Good. Now pick another animal in the list. In the middle of the screen, you can now see the result of your selections, and quite a magnificent beast it is, too.
I want the rest of the creatures, though. Like, this is... that's horrifying. Let's go with that. Okay, well, shit. Let me go then.
On the left and right-hand sides of the creature, in the bottom half of the screen, are the various attributes of the combiner. Once you have your creature combined to your design, you can take a picture of it. The picture that you take will then be used... Once you have combined all of the limbs to your liking, you need to save the creature.
Bobita. That sounds like a
Excellent.
great name.
You now have the beginnings of an army. As you can also add genetic blueprints to your army by selecting them from the zoo. The zoo contains a cop. Now you know how to build an army.
Yep.
Now you will be able to build these creatures from the creature chamber when you're in the world. Click.
Okay, so that's why. Okay, so I tried to play it before and I couldn't get anything done, and that's apparently why I just needed to build stuff.
The creature chamber is where you build all of your creatures. You built a creature chamber earlier. To build a creature, first select the creature chamber. Now that you have the creature chamber selected, you will see a list. To build a creature, click on the icon that represents that creature. All creatures cost a certain amount of. If you run out of, go ahead and build 5 creatures now by clicking on the creature icons
Build the
5
Bobitas.
times.
That's awesome. Get over there. That's horrifying. Over here. Ugh.
Select the creatures that you've just built and move them to the village.
To the village? Are they gonna...
Now that you can see the enemy
village,
creatures, you can attack them.
Oh god.
To attack enemy units, select the
that?
creatures that you wish to attack, and then right-click on the target. Go ahead and attack the enemies with your creatures now. By selecting your creatures, then right-clicking on the enemy creatures.
Get him. That's a fierce battle. Very fierce. They're not even under attack from the other creatures.
Well done. Triggered abilities are special attacks that some of your creatures are capable of doing. This creature is part gorilla and part electric eel. The electric eel tail gives it a special we will now make this creature use his triggered ability. Go ahead and select the creature now. Now click on the electrical burst button that's flashing, then target the ground in front of him by left-clicking on it. Whenever the creature uses a triggered ability, he uses up some of his endurance. A creature's endurance will slowly regenerate with time. For now, I will set the creature's endurance to full, so you can, now that you know how to use the triggered ability,
The hell's that?
use it to
Frogs?
kill the enemy creatures over there.
Okay. Yeah, let's use it there.
Well done. This is just one of the...
This game is freaking crazy.
I've managed to find the location of the base that sent those animals. I've also managed to come by some more genetic samples for you. So don't hesitate. You can quit now, or you can continue on to test your strategic...
Well, I think we pretty much got it, so I'm going to quit. Should I save? Maybe. Ep1. There you go. Quick game. There you go. Alright everybody, I'm gonna end this one right here. We'll jump back into the campaign next time. Thanks for watching. This wasn't the most exciting thing, but now we get to get crazy and make some crazy ass creatures. Catch you next time.